Welcome to the app tutorial. My name is Johnny from Permalights, and here's a quick app tutorial. Will be a detailed video, so if you want to refer back to this later on when you have the lights to learn anything new, feel free. So this is the home page. You click on the permanent lights, and it brings you to the main control center for the lights. Most simple option, on and off. Super simple. Next, at the top left corner, we have colorful. That's where you can control all of the colors like this. There's sliding bars, endless options. If you want more preset options, you can do a color card, a slider, recent, favorites. Very simple. Next, you can control the lights with strands. So each of these little blocks are strands of 5 lights. So you can control the lights that way. You can do that. You can do this. Again, very simple. Also, another thing, you can control the brightness too. So you can dim the lights to 50%, 100%, you can do whatever you want there. So very simple. Now moving on to the scenes. This is probably 95% of the time what you'll be using. This is where you're able to make custom animations in designs and save them as specific names, which is pretty cool. So we have a couple different options here. We can make them we can do DIY, our own designs, or there's all of these preset options, okay? Super cool. Again, you can scroll through them. There's Christmas, Christmas 1, Christmas 2, a bunch of them. One of our customers' most favorite is Life. The Life Center is where accent lighting can be found. So if you want every third light to be on warm white to make it look like you have accent lights or pot lights on the home, you can click Cozy. So the orange is the warm white. Obviously the white is white, and you can do that. So Cozy is one of them. Dining is another one. Rest is another one. All of them are really good, and you can experiment yourself. So let's get into making your own DIY design. So you click the plus icon at the top right, and it brings you to this page. So this is where at this sliding bar here is where you can control all of the animations. So let's just say I really like this animation, but I want to make a Halloween themed one like this, okay? So what I could do is I can customize the colors. So let's just say I wanted it to be purple, orange, and white. So I can subtract these by hitting the garbage button to 3 because I only want 3 colors. Then we can do dark purple, we can do orange, and then we could do white. And then it'll preview on the display what it would look like. Beautiful. So let's just say I wanted to save this as Halloween. You press the save button at the top right corner, and you just make it Halloween. Halloween. Beautiful. Save it, and you will have it forever. Okay, so as you can see, I have a ton of them on my phone. All the way down, you got Halloween. Beautiful. So we got this one for Halloween too. And again, you could change these to whatever you like. Next, we could do, again, so we're going back to the DIY. You can experiment with every single one of these designs. If you just wanted it to be all static, so no animations, no patterns, just it's staying still, this is the easiest way to make patterns and save them. So let's just say I wanted to make a Christmas, okay? And I wanted my colors to be red, green, and white, okay? So again, I'm gonna delete everything except 3 colors, and I'm gonna make this one red, then I'm gonna make it green, then I'm going to make this one white. And so it'll stay static. None of these lights will move. And so let's just say I really like this design. It looks really good. Perfect. I'm going to save it as Christmas 1 or number 1 or whatever you want. You can name it anything you want. Beautiful. So I save this, confirm. Now I have it forever in my library. So Christmas. And so I click on this and it will show up to whatever. So that's how I make every single pattern and save it for names, okay? Super cool. Again, this is probably the most in-depth setting for the lights. So we went over colorful and scenes. Let's go to scribble. This is where you're able to individually control every single one of the lights. So I personally never really use this because I just go to the scenes and go to static fill and just literally what I was just showing you a second ago. That is easier than just setting up every single one of these as like red. Then I have to change the color to white, then change the color to red, then green. You get the idea. So, but that being said, you can control every single one of these lights to however you want. So that is an option too. And again, how you change it is you click on the color you want at the bottom, and then you click on the light that you want to edit. So this one, I can do that one, I can do pink, I can do blue, so on and so forth. And then you can save it. Okay, so that's how you do controlling each of the lights. So we went over the 3 main ones. We got some other ones that we could do. You could play the lights to music, which is pretty cool. So if you wanted to import it from your PC to a specific song, you're going to have to download the song on your computer and then upload it to the app, and then the lights will play to the song. And then there's a couple other options. You can import it from internal music library, import it from iTunes, so on and so forth. Or they have some preset options here. Or you could do your phone microphone, so you could activate your microphone, sensitivity 100%. And then I'll be talking into the lights, and then the louder it goes, the more lights will show up and whatnot. Super simple. Cool. We got fun games that you can play with the lights. You could do a piano. Again, I don't really use any of these because rarely will I be outside of my house on the sidewalk playing games on my phone. But nonetheless, there are options for this. Cool. We went over that. Scheduling. Again, you can set preset times. I'll show you a better way to do it, but you could still add a timer where you could turn the lights on whatever time. You can repeat it for all the days and perform actions, lights on, off, turning lights on to end performance. I'm not really sure what that one is, but you can save it and you'll have it on forever. So I turn mine off because I have mine automatically set up to dusk and dawn, which we'll get into in a little bit later in the video. So we went over basically everything there is. You don't really need to touch the settings. Actually, don't touch the settings because they're set up specifically to your house. If you end up having more permanent lights, you can link the lights. But since there are since you don't really have to, you don't have permanent lights, or we'll set this up if we do actually install lights on the home. So that's basically everything there is. For warm white, you can do this and turn it on full to warm white, which is pretty cool. So yeah, there is that too. Cool. We went over everything on the main page here. Now, if you go to scenes, this is where you can make custom icons for the scenes that you've set up in the library. So remember how I made a Christmas scene and a Halloween scene? We could save these and make a shortcut. How we do this is we click the plus icon here. We do balcony, permanent lights, add. So then you go to your scenes, then you go to your DIY scenes, and this is all the custom ones that you've built, okay? So let's just say we created all the way at the bottom here, we created the Christmas one. So let's just we have this as Christmas, we confirm it, and then you can click next, and then you can name it Christmas 4 or Christmas whatever. And then you can add a picture. You can take a screenshot from the internet, and then you can save it as an icon, okay? So that's how you do that, and that's how you can create custom little pictures. So Canada Day, Independence Day, super cool, okay? That's basically it for this page. Next, we're going on to the smart feature. So this is where you can automatically set up your lights to turn on dusk and turn off at whatever time you want every single day. So typically, obviously, the time increases by 2 minutes or decreases by 2 minutes, depending on the time of the year. So it automatically keeps up with that schedule. So how I create this is you click the plus icon at the top. You go to sunrise and sunset, okay? You click sunset because we want it to turn on at sunset. Ends. So it's turning on at sunset immediately, end at, so whatever time you want the lights to turn off, let's just say it's 11:30 p.m. We can confirm that. They're going to turn off every day at 11:30 at night, and then you repeat this all the time. Next, you go to My Devices, you click Permanent Lights, next, click the plus icon, and then you want it to turn on. So on and off. And then if you want to set it to a specific scene that you made, which I would recommend going to the scenes and then going to life and then doing an accent lighting, just so it's not an extreme color every single time. It's more lay low. And then once it's a holiday, you can edit that. So I'm going to click dining, confirm, next, and then you can enter the name dusk on. Okay, then done. And then I have dusk on every day. So I'm going to just delete the one that I've already made just so I can continue it. Beautiful. So now I have this, it's on every day. Now I don't have to worry about turning the lights on and off. It's fully automated. Next, there's a couple other options. You can connect your Google Home or Alexa or My AI to the app. Again, this is all something we will do in person for you, so you don't really have to worry about this. But if you do want to do it yourself, or if anything happens, you just click on it and it will give you a very descriptive, detailed SOP on how to do that. So, right, we can do Alexa, sign in with Amazon. Again, very straightforward. But that is basically it for the app. We went over everything. Last thing that I will go over is how to add a family member. Okay, so if you want to add a family member to control the lights, what you do is on whoever's phone that you want to add them, you get them to download the app called SERP Life. It's the app that controls the lights. Get them to make their own account, their own email, their own password. Once they have that, you basically go to home. You go to your permanent lights, or sorry, you don't go to your permanent lights. You go to My Home at the top here. Then you click Manage, Home Manage. Then, since I have a bunch of homes here, I click on the one that I want to control. Now I have home members. So I have myself, I have my partner, I have my roommate. I've got a bunch of people on here. So you can add a member. Then once you've done that, generate invitation QR code. Boom. It'll give you this QR code. Now the other person, once they're on the app, what they do is you'll have this, you'll show this to them. Then what they will do is they'll go all the way out to profile, and then the little square with the line in the middle of it at the top right, they'll click it, and then they will basically just scan the QR code, okay? So super simple, and then it'll automatically add them to the light. So that's a full tutorial on how to use the app.